Bonjour, Kinamagi and Ireland Indishnikas, and welcome to this production of Support Coach Television. Today's episode, The Art of Video Games. First read instruction. We'll begin this instruction with a conversation on domain-specific vocabulary. Domain-specific vocabulary words are often found in technical texts. These are words that relate to a specific field of study. For example, in an article about how eyeglasses work, you would probably find the words pupil and lens. Sometimes the definition appears in the text. Other times, you can use context clues in the words or sentences around the term to help you figure out its meaning. Or you may find the definition of the word in the book's glossary. Now, this sentence from The Art of Video Games. However, most of the same components that were conceived and perfected then are still part of the design process today. Ideas, graphics or images, sounds, and marketing. What does the word graphics mean? If you look at the context, it has or images. So that tells us that those are going to be synonyms in this situation. So graphics are the images that you see. Here are a few more. Storyboard on page 184. A storyboard is a sequence of rough sketches and technical directions that tell the sequence and scenes of the game. Well, what does that mean? It's a sequence of rough sketches. Our paragraph does tell us what it means. Let's look at what animation on 184. Then the character is given an outward appearance. At this point, animation begins. Usually a human actor wearing a special motion sensor suit is needed to capture the motions of the character. So I can tie animation and motions together. And one last one, code on 185. Any digital product, such as a computer or video game, works by code, a computer language that provides the device with instructions. And so the code is computer language that provides the device with instructions. Now let's look at our first read skill: preview, skim, and scan. Some reading skills can help you understand a technical text even before you begin to read it carefully. First, you can preview the text by reading the title and subheadings and looking at the illustrations and graphics. Pay attention to the titles and captions of graphic elements, too. Doing this will help you set a purpose for reading, such as finding out more information or learning how to do something. Next, you can skim the text. Skimming involves reading quickly to get a general idea of what the text is about. You skim to get the main points and skip the details. You can scan a technical text to find specific information, such as facts, names, dates, and other details. Scanning involves reading quickly to find a particular word or phrase. Let's read the following newspaper article from November 2005. Number puzzle gains popularity. A game called Sudoku has become popular with people all over the world. Sudoku first became popular in Japan. Then a tourist visiting Japan found a Sudoku book and did the puzzles. He liked it so much that he brought it to the Times, a newspaper in London. The paper began to include the puzzles, and Sudoku's popularity spread. What is the overall idea? A game called Sudoku has become popular with people all over the world. And thinking back, I remember when this was a thing. Yeah, I'm that old. Now I see the name of the game, so I know what it's about. And as I read it a third time, I can look for details. Found it, visiting Japan, found a book and did the puzzles. Liked it so much, he took it to a newspaper in London who began publishing those. And then we know that the popularity spread from there. And you can find those books even today at bookstores. So as you read today, Record your answers to questions about previewing, skimming, and scanning on the close read worksheet on page 283. You'll be able to use that or the Google Doc attached in your Google Classroom. At this point, you may return to the Google Classroom for the next instruction. Bamapi.